just got the best head of my fucking life. I just hit some new 11s on that sneakers app. I just read that Bitcoin went up in price, and Sauce King just blessed me with a diesel pack. I just got the best head of my fucking life. I just got my favorite rapper to do a feature. And even if Miami life ain't nothing nice, my cafecito got the perfect espumita. Glass half full, that's that food. I'ma need an advance, you can sell me, Cash App too. Portfolio looking healthy, my Coinbase popping, cut out the red meat. But I don't fuck with no soy-based products, my podcast hit 100 episodes. My brother Cap just had a baby, and me, I got a little baddie in Haiti, marinating. Miami lately feel like it's 2005, the scene been reinvigorated, and you can feel it countywide. Yeah, my plug got the best tree, from Brickell to Bentry. My Benz lease, but I live in your head rent free. My grandma chillin' like she's still in her prime, taught me to cherish every minute of this limited time that we're given. My dog Charlie was half blind when I first brought him home, and now we could probably spot a bone faster than Indiana Jones. You gotta comb through the weeds so you can spot the rose, and I'ma smell every flower while I still got a nose. Cause I just got the best head of my fucking life. And I just hit some ones on that sneakers app. I just heard Ethereum went up in price, and Sauce King just blessed me with that OG pack. Yeah, I just got the best head of my fucking life. I just got a couple stamps on my visa. And even if Miami life ain't nothing nice, my cafecito got the perfect espumita. Yeah, it's pure gratitude. Pure gratitude. Yeah, it's pure gratitude. You gotta smell every flower that life's handing you. That's right, it's pure gratitude. What I'm feeling? Pure gratitude. What's that? It's pure gratitude. You can't change the world, but you can change your attitude, bro.
Good morning, boomers. The voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thank you for booming in. Good morning, Richard, Ilcrypt, Matic, Manuel, Adrian, Oswald Gray, and the rest of the crypto maniac soldiers holding down the line deep in the foxholes of the blockchain battlefield trenches. After a year of advancing the line, we got attacked on the left flank by Elon and friends, and there was some dumpage. And I know we're still on the field, guys. Some of these other guys are capitulating out there, but the champ will be here. Okay, you know, I've been holding the line, 20K to 3K, 60K to what? Wherever you want, we're out here, guys. So make sure you hit the like, subscribe, the post notification bell, the ding ding. Stay tuned in to the good crypto word that we spread here daily. Every single day we're out here spreading the good crypto word, and we'll keep you posted on our movements, trying to stay ahead. And always focus on whatever horse is moving the fastest, be it BTC, ETH, Matic, or be it Tether. Whatever's moving faster at the moment, we're focusing on it, and we're making sure that we're staying one step ahead of the normies. Okay, and that's one recipe that I want to follow. I want us to be a step ahead of the normies. I want to make sure that we're in the front of the line. Okay, shout out to Manuel. He says his wife says hi, Malin. Shout out to Manuel and Malin. Shout out to Ilcrypt, Matic, Richard, and the rest of the boomers. Make sure you check out that track Pure Gratitude by Shotti, Shotti, over there on Spotify. Go show him some love. Let me drop a bomb. Boom. And share my screen out here with you boomers. Boom. Look at BTC against the US dollar. It's struggling here. Okay, nice rebound this morning. Nice rebound after, a low over the weekend of 30. It got bad. And we're going to be talking about where things may be headed to, what to expect, and where to perhaps position yourself for the most favorable gains in the short to midterm. 37,980. Let me go ahead and click these ads and clear up the screen. Show my screen. Okay. And give you a 5-day chart over here. See how things are shaking and baking on. Let's do the 1 month. Check out the 1 month here. Guys, let me repeat to you guys. BTC is the leader, okay? all the altcoins are following BTC's lead. So if BTC is hot, the altcoins could get even hotter. If BTC gets cold, the altcoins could drop even more. I'm sure some of you are being reminded of this from the last bull run. And if you haven't been around the crypto game, I need you guys to be focusing on BTC. Some of you guys are, in love with Doge, in love with, I still got some Digibyte guys around here. I got all kinds of Chainlink guys. Listen, there's all kinds of guys, altcoin guys, and some of them are really good, okay? Coins like Binance have outperformed BTC in the past couple years. But let me be clear with you guys. All that can happen just as long as Bitcoin is warm, okay? As soon as Bitcoin turns cold, you're going to see the blood start to spill, as we started to see last week. Bitcoin finally pulling back here. If we go to the 6 months, we're in a downtrend right now with BTC. After going up and topping off here to 63,000, now we're dumping. Now, how low could it go? Where are we going to find some support here? It looks like it's trying to find, some support of 40,000, and that's sold down. And now we're trying to find some support here at above 35, and we're having a nice response this morning. But, I have my doubts for the short term. I'm going to be 1,000% honest with you guys. And, I'm extra bullish on BTCs and crypto for the mid to long term. But I must say, looking at the short term charts, considering where we may be at here during this bull run, it's a possibility that we may have a bearish summer. Okay, you guys got to be prepared for a bearish summer. So let me go ahead and recap as to what my movements have been, and you can compare them to yours. Now, as of last week, things started getting bloody. Sometime last week, be it Wednesday or Thursday, I sold half the cake. And I'm glad I did, because I did so above $20. Okay, so I locked that in. Okay, and the day or the same day, that night, Bunny got attacked or whatnot, and we ended up buying the dip on Bunny. The cake was staked on Bunny, but luckily I got out before that happened. The blood continued to spill into the weekend. So Friday, I dumped the rest of the cake, all of the cake. And, I was a cake maniac, but I'm looking at the charts. I'm not in any way married to any of these coins. So I'm looking at the charts, and I'm looking at the climate, and I'm looking at BTC. And everything was falling. So at 17 or 16, I dumped the rest of the cake. Secured that bag. Now, what are you dumping to, you may ask? Now, at the beginning, I told you guys, and we explored this on Friday, some of the best APYs for bearish markets. And I said to you guys, BTC against USD LPs are paying over 200% over there on A cryptos. So I jumped into that. Now, you got to understand that as the price of Bitcoin moves, your LP value will change as well. So, I was holding on to that for a few days, and the price of BTC kept falling to 33. And then it started, creeping back up to where it's at right now. But let me be honest with you. With my altcoin bag, over the weekend, I consolidated everything of my altcoin bag into stables. Now, let me be honest with you. I got a bag of BTC there as the savings. I don't touch that. And I'm not going to touch my BTC. I'm good. And, we can hodl down to 3,000 as we have in the past. Okay, so we got diamond hands with the BTC, but we got an operating bag with the altcoins, okay, that we were in Matic, Cake, and we, the cat, and we doing a bunch of stuff. I consolidated all that into Tether. I'm going to give you guys my reasoning. It's not a panic sell or anything like that. No. I'm preparing myself for a possible dippage, and I'm ready to attack those altcoins that I was speculating on should they dip even more. And they have. Okay, so I got out of Matic over the weekend around $1.30. Okay, now it's back up. Okay, and we're going to look at Matic or whatever, but it dumped to 90 cents. So when I sold all the rest of my Matic into stables over the weekend, and after I did that, I saw it go to 90 cents. I was like, okay, that's not a bad move. Now it's back up to basically where I sold that at. But I'm asking if what we're experiencing in the entire market right now is a dead cat bounce. And, if you don't know what that is, you may want to research that. But, after there's a strong sell-off, sometimes people buy and it bounces, but it's just a dead cat bounce. And it's not really going to bounce back into a bullish trend. It's the bounce as it falls. Okay. I got to ask these questions because we're in a climate right now that I don't see on the short term. I don't see anything that could really raise the price of Bitcoin right now for the short term. Now, like I said, mid to long term, guys, I see BTC at 100K and beyond. Okay. But right now, I need to see some consolidation. Says higher highs coming, champ. Get back in the market. Let's see. I locked in all my gains over the weekend, and I'm waiting for a consolidation. There hasn't been any consolidation right now. Okay. Right now, we're seeing it bounce back and forth. It's trying to find the stability point. I haven't seen that. Okay. The way I'm looking at it, because I'm trying to be a realist out here. I'm not one of these guys that's like, I'm married to the coin and I'm just all optimistic. No. I'm a realist out here and I'm trying to stay focused on the gains. Okay. And let's be honest, the move would have been to lock in all the gains last month and be holding into stables into this month. Okay. And luckily we did lock in some gains last month, but not as much as we should have. And it's almost impossible to time the market. Let this be a lesson though. When you see the markets up 20, 30, 40, 50% on your bag, consider start taking some profits as we have, but not as much as I wish we would have had. But either way, we're up. Okay. Let's look at this BTC. In this chart does not look like, I'm going to see a higher high in the short term. I hope I'm wrong, copy. I'm not trying to be a fudster or bearish or anything like that, but I'm trying to be a realist out here. I think there's a possibility that the knife might fall here in the summer. Okay, look at the next, we got a dump here. It looks like it's trying to rebound as it did on 40,000, but then it fell. The next support I'm seeing here is about $30,000. Okay, so if we don't hold the line here above 35,000, we're gonna go to 30,000, and if we don't hold that 30, we're gonna dump to about right here, 20,000 or about 20,000. Okay, so that is on the table. The $20,000 Bitcoin in the very short term, in my opinion, is on the table. So I'm not rushing to get back in, guys. Let me actually, I'm in. Okay, get back in. What am I talking about? I'm in. I'm just saying a portion of my bag to put back in. Let me be clear with you guys. Diamond hands on the BTC. Okay. Now the BTC I had on Binance that I paired with the USD. Yes, I did dump that into stables. So the stuff I have on Binance and on Poly, I got into stables. I'm going to be honest. I locked in those gains. Now I'm going to wait. I think it's a possibility we may see a $35,000 Bitcoin, a $30,000 Bitcoin. I think it's a possibility that we may go in the 20,000s. And let me actually be even more 1,000 with you guys. The last bull run, the top, we lost 85% from the top. Okay, 20,000 was the top. We lost 85%. We went back to 3,000. Now, you don't think we could lose 85% from the top? Then I don't know what Kool-Aid you're sipping on, but anything is possible here. So 85% of the top of 63 would put us back somewhere around $12,000. Okay. And if you are not ready, okay, to hold your bags to 12, then you're not a crypto maniac. I need you to step out the box right now. You're sipping Kool-Aid. Now, I'm not being a fudster or anything like that, but you need to be prepared. Everybody out there to see Bitcoin fall to 12,000. You got to be prepared for that. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's on the table, okay? And you got to ask yourself, what are you going to do? Now, I already know what I'm going to do. I already secured my stables. I already know that I'm going to have diamond hands with Bitcoin, and I'm going to wait to buy the dip when it consolidates. There is no consolidation right now. The knife is falling. This is a consolidation right here. You see? This is a consolidation. This is somewhat of a consolidation here. We haven't seen one yet. So I'm going to be patiently waiting. It may take a week. It may take a month. It may take several months. I don't care. I'm ready. Okay. But these little bounces up and down, I'm not playing with them. I'm going to be honest with you. Not for anything right now. I'm going to be honest. I've been in the game for years right now, and I've seen it. I've seen these patterns. So I hope original copy's right. The higher highs are coming up and it's time to get back into the market. And I'll tell you, the tide could change. We can crack 40,000 and be right back into the game. So let me be honest. So now I got two scenarios here. Well, actually three. The first scenario is one that we stick around consolidating above 35,000, which is kind of where we're at right now, but we haven't held for enough time. Okay? But let's say this week we hold above 35 and we start consolidating for a week or something. Then I'd be ready to start buying back in around these prices. Another situation is that we're here for a day or two, and then what original copy said, the higher highs come and we crack 40,000 and we do a strong recovery. I'm going to be honest with you guys. That to me is the situation that everybody's hoping for and everybody's expecting and everybody's kumbaya about. So I don't think that's going to happen. Okay? But I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready. If this thing cracks 40, I'm buying back in, and I lost the difference between, 36 and 40. I lost that $44,000 margin, whatever. Okay? I'm not in the business of timing the bottom nor the top. I'm in the business of following the trends. Okay? I follow the trends that are before me, not the ones that I wish or the ones that I'm hoping for. Okay? Or the ones that, I'm following what's in front of my face. The trend right now for Bitcoin, guys, is down. Okay? As much of, everybody, I'm a crypto maniac savage. Okay? And it hurts me to say that I'm holding a bag of stables. It's almost sacrilegious. But what we've learned here is trade what you got in front of you. Forget about the ideals. Where are the gains? Lock them in. Okay? Because if you would have locked the gains in last month, you'd be up more than you are today. Okay? Slice Keeper was a millionaire for a week, then lost $750K since the dip. This is a lesson for everybody to learn here. The hodl is real cute, okay? But you know what's even cuter? Locking in gains. That's even cuter, okay? So I know I did, and I'll hodl and have diamond hands on a certain bag, and I've already established that for years. But, there's another bag here that we operate differently with. And, I'm feeling your flow, I'm in your camp there, Slice Keeper. I saw a lot of unrealized gains. Like, I could have had a lot more money should I had cashed out sometime last month. But hey, shoulda, coulda, woulda. And you can't time things. That's why averaging in and out is also a good idea. Remember, DCA into Bitcoin. DCA, but DCA out. So as it starts warming up and you say green, 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 take a little bit off the top. As we did, we should have just done more. Anna George says, anyone in the market since 2013 should do what you were doing, champ. I learned a lot from the last bull runs. Never get married to your tokens. There you go. Look, we've been in the game already, as Anna has, and we've seen the markets and how they fluctuate. And listen, things go up, things go down. And right now, I think they're going to go down. I'm going to be honest with you. So let me repeat the scenarios. Scenario number one, which is possible here, is that we consolidate in the mid $30,000. Somewhere around 36, 37, somewhere where we're at right now, let's say, give or take a few percentage. Like we start bouncing around in this area, it falls, and then we start bouncing around, somewhere in this area. That is a strong possibility, let me be honest with you. Okay, considering that many of the institutions, including Tesla, bought around 40,000, maybe they're trying to, suppress the market and get in under 40,000 so that they can, feel like they got a deal. Now, another possibility is that, we have a strong recovery, just like original copy says, and we crack 40,000 very quickly, and then we're right above 40,000 and we find the new support there. That's one of the more favorable scenarios. I don't think that's going to happen right now. I don't see a reason for that to happen right now. And then ultimately, another thing that could happen is that, we bounce around here and then we see more capitulation. And if it drops under, closer to 30 and it loses that support, we may see $20,000. And furthermore, the real bottom, the real bottom of this bull run, guys, is about $10,000 or $12,000. Okay. And, if you were here as we were, we bought at that rate. So, that's basically, look, where this thing started is back over here, somewhere around, I don't know, December, maybe a little bit above 10,000, but it's definitely below 20,000. Okay. Original Copy says, to be clear, I think we got to break 42 to be back on the up and up. Yeah, I agree with you, Copy. I think, I'm saying around 40, 41, but that's basically the same thing. Okay? So that's what's going on. But I think there's a relief rally taking place right now, says Original Copy. I hope you're right, Copy. I definitely hope you're right. But me being an honest crypto maniac, I always keep it honest. I don't want to be a fudster. I don't think that what we're seeing is a relief rally right now. I think it's a dead cat bounce. I'm going to be honest with you. Now, hopefully I'm wrong. I'm not trying to spread FUD. I got bags, guys. Come on. I'm in the game. I'm not, it's not like, oh, we entered the bull market. Where's Champ? He's not streaming anymore. I'm not that guy. If anything, I'll be streaming more in a bear market. You know the deal. But anyhow, yeah, that's what I think, Copy. I think there's a stronger possibility that we consolidate here than moving up to 40,000. And then, of course, there's always that possibility that we can dip more, And if we're consolidating here around mid-30s, then I'm not in a rush to buy because we're going to consolidate, right? So the things should be about the same price in a few days, be it a few thousand. I'm not trying to find the perfect price. It's not, whether I got, if the bottom is 20,000 and I end up buying at 24, I'm good. You know what I mean? If the bottom is 30,000 and I end up buying at 35, 36, I'm good, I think retail has been exposed for weak hands, nothing but institutions from here on out. Yeah, retail was the weak hands that caused the crash of the last bull run. That's why, listen, that's one thing that is to our favor, that this bull run hasn't been driven by retail as much as the last bull run. So maybe those institutions hold a little stronger here below 40,000 and they don't, dump under 30. I hope not. I don't see Tesla dumping, under 40. But hey, you never know, guys. You never know. And in this game, everything's rigged. The money's fake. Elon Musk is not who he says he is. Who knows who it really is and what's going on in the background? We don't know. Guys, come on. Who is this guy? Who really is this guy? This Elon Musk guy? You guys thinks that he's shooting rockets into space and stuff? Come on, guys. Come on. Stop it. Like Richard Branson, remember Virgin Galactic? What happened? Who went to space in Virgin Galactic? Name me one person. Come on, guys. So you got to ask who these characters are, who's really funding them, who they, we don't even know. And I think that we probably will never know. But one thing that is apparent to me is that the mainstream narrative doesn't add up with this character. It doesn't add up. Elon Musk is a New World Order puppet. And, I don't know what it is, but he's now who he said he is. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think he's as smart as as they say he is. I don't think he's doing half the things that they say he's doing. I frankly believe that the guy's an actor. Honestly, to a certain extent, just like Richard Branson may be an actor to a certain extent. These are characters that are, they're literally a character. An actor in the play, Nepas for Nepas. I don't know about that. I'm not clicking on that. Nepas. I don't click on things during a live stream. He might get in trouble for the stuff he pulled on Twitter, says Clikes Keeper. Or not. But don't spam the box out here, Nepos, because I don't know what that is. And if you want us, you want to talk about whatever you're trying to spam here over there on D Live, I'll be happy to. But I've never seen you, and you're just dropping links, and that's one way to get banned over there on D Live. Peon Musk, shout out to Bit Papa. But listen, at this point, I'll take a positive tweet from Elon Musk right now. At this point, I'll take it, I'll receive it. But the guy, come on. He's been manufactured into a celebrity. This guy's not a CEO. This guy's a celebrity. There's a difference, guys. Come on. You think that if he's really running all these companies and doing all these underground tunnels and shooting time to space, that he's got time to play with Dogecoin on Saturday Night Live? If you're trying to go to Mars in a rocket, okay, you don't got time to be playing around with Dogecoin on Saturday Night Live, guys. Okay? The guy's married to a witch. Look it up. No, I know about that. Yeah, I know all about that. The thing people don't realize with institution, the pump and dump is stronger. It could dump down to 20K in no time as it did on the 19th from 45 to 30K and went out. Yeah, it could. That's what I'm saying. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. I don't think the institutions, want to dump, but anything's possible. And you're right. They got a lot bigger bags and they can move the markets a lot faster. Okay, so, there you go. Take your profits on the bounce. I already did. I already took my profits, a bit, most of them before Friday and the rest of them this weekend, and that's it. On my altcoin bag, let me be honest. I've had an operating altcoin bag that I'm playing with, that I'm, that's moving all this time, and I've been able to grow that bag. But finally, I think that we're close to the top here. If we're not at the top right now, we're damn close, guys. Guys, when Dogecoin entered the chat and ranked number 3, that was the biggest sign. I told you guys like a few weeks ago, I pulled up to the sub shop and I see a high school girl talking to her dad about Bitcoin. I got people calling me from high school asking about if it's ready to, if it's a good time to buy into the cryptos. This is a sign that we're at the top. I told you guys, how much, how close we were to the top. I don't know. I mean, for all we know, we may have another rebound to 60K again. I think the likelihood of that is low. So my prediction is a bearish summer or a quiet summer, a consolidating summer, and maybe even a quiet fall. Now, if the Fed keeps printing money and they don't fix what's going on, the hyperinflation is going to continue. And, we may see a bullish winter. This thing may actually, kaboom, past 60K into 100K in the winter. So I don't know. I'm just here waiting for that consolidation. Let's look at these technicals on BTC. Still looking at the technicals are sell. Strong sell on the moving average. Okay. 1 week projections are a little more favorable, but not that favorable. Now you look out to a month. Now things start looking a little more favorable. Okay. So, that being said, I'm prepared. I question any hero married to a witch named Techno King. Yeah, Big Papa, you're absolutely right. Like, if that doesn't catch your attention and, have you question things, then I don't know. Like, people out here thinking that this guy shot a Tesla into space playing David Bowie. Like, come on, guys, stop it. Stop it. Stop it out there. Ain't nobody going nowhere, guys. And those videos that they show you are real cute. They go pretty high or whatnot. And, look at the horizon. It's only bent when they have a fish eye lens on it. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you guys. Start thinking with your mind, not with what they told you. With your own, what you see with your own eyes and ears. With your own reasoning. I agree. I went to a wedding 2 weeks ago and had some newbies raving about Doges when I got out. There you go. Yeah, that's a major sign. I had a friend has a wife that's a teacher, and she teaches, I don't know what grade, somewhere in elementary or middle school or whatnot. And he said, oh, you know what? My wife told me that the kids were talking about Bitcoin during the class, like some 6th graders or something. I was like, oh, it's all over there. He should have named himself Wizard of Oz. Am I wrong, champ? Yeah, there you go. I don't even think he's the wizard, though. I think he's working for the wizard. Yeah, I don't even think he's the wizard, Big Papa. He's not. The wizard, you don't even see the wizard on TV. The wizard behind the curtain. Crypto's a solo sport. You know it. Let's look at the rest of these coins. So you know how I feel, guys. I mean, look, I've seen a strong bounce on Matic, 24%. I'm seeing all this, Matic back at 144, looking good. I sold the Matic over the weekend. I got $1.30, closer to $1.20. And then I saw it dip to, below $1. Now it's a strong rebound. But again, we may be seeing some of these rebounds with the altcoins, but unless Bitcoin is warm, guys, these are going to be short-lived runs. Unless Bitcoin's warm, I don't know what to tell you. Now, some things are being exposed, though. The coins that are quality are being exposed. Now, I want to look at the coins that have lost the least weight during this bull run, because that gives us a hunch as to what might boom when things resurrect. Let's go to the 7-day and see the top gainers are obviously the stable coins. Fei protocol's been doing real well. This is a protocol that's cross chain. I don't know much about it, but I have my eye on it, and it's been performing well. Look, it's up over the weekend. Helium, I think BitPapa talked about the helium miners as well. But let's look at like some bigger cap coins. One that has been sticking out to me, and we've been talking about it here sometimes in the chat, is Celsius. Okay, I know that Rafterman is a big Celsius maniac, and this is a network that allows you to stake your coins, lend and borrow, but this is a KYC network. They have their Cell token that allows you to get better rates if you're staking or borrowing and lending on their platform, and this token has only lost 2% during this mania. Okay, it's during this dump, and now they're up 10% in the past 24 hours. Now, I have never been on the Celsius network. I know a few maniacs that have, including one of our top crypto maniac OGs here, Rafterman. I'm not sure if he's in the box right now, but he's always talking highly about it. And this one is sticking out. Celsius, and this one I would put in the same categories like Crypto.com. This is a KYC token or network, but it looks valuable. So I'm going to keep this on my network, on my radar. And it's something I think that we should look at when the markets consolidate and or start to run up again. And then as we are with Matic, I mean, I'm already on the chain. I'm not going to move my my value off the chain for now. I'm just waiting to buy back in, and we'll see. We'll see where Matic goes to. One thing that's doing extremely well is the Polycat Finance over there on Matic. Look at their price at $15, holding steady. This thing has been great. I've made some strong gains on this, and the only reason I'm not still in it is because I took profits from everything on Matic, so including Polycat, and I did so around $14. Okay, so I definitely I could have held and made some more gains. The farm is paying out great at 766, and I'll be honest with you, as soon as I feel comfortable to jump back in, I will be back in this as I was before. And I'm telling you, I mean, like, the price is looking holding up better almost than Matic itself. Now, this is a smaller cap coin, the Fish token. This is another AMM, and they got a liquidity locked around 66 million. Small cap, 12 million coin. But keep an eye on this one. Keep an eye on this one, Polycat. I got the link down below for this one, and this one looks good. Theta looks good at this price. Yeah, Theta looks good as well. I think Theta is going to do well in June when they do their upgrade. I think it's at the end of June. Theta Protocol is one that I definitely want to be in. I think that it's here to stay, and I'm just waiting for the entry points. So I'm looking at these coins that are performing well now that everybody's getting clapped. So right now a lot of coins are being exposed. Look at Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin compared against ETH. Look at how it's retained its value. Bitcoin dropped 19%, ETH dropped 33%. So this is so when the shit hits the fan, look who holds their value, the OG coins. Cardano, everybody's crazy about Cardano. Look, it's up 26% in the past 24 hours. But look at it the past week. It's down 35% compared to Bitcoin. So you're better off been holding Bitcoin this week than Cardano, although Cardano's been more volatile. And it does look like it's going to be here to stay. So, coins like Cardano, Matic, Celsius, Theta, I think these coins are going to be bulls in the next run. So, I would keep an eye on them. Those that are, really rebounding. You could tell people want the Cardano because it rebounds faster than some of the other coins, but then it also dumps faster. People are waiting for, to accumulate that Cardano. And I may accumulate it myself, but not until I feel like Bitcoin has consolidated. And that's the bottom line for me. Solana, yeah, that's another one that I've seen do pretty well. Theta is one that I'm bullish on. And then Solana is another one. Where's Solana? Solana's it hasn't held as well at 37%. Let me go back to see who's held. That's like the tell here. What networks are retaining their value? Not the ones that are booming, the ones that are retaining value when the shit is hitting the fan right now. So we'll start around Bitcoin, okay? Anchor seems like a pretty interesting project. Theta, and then of course Polygon and Celsius. So it's basically right around here. Huobi's done. Well, that's the Huobi BTC. Maker, which is an Ethereum protocol. Crypto.com, which is one that I compared to Celsius. So, it's basically this little list. I mean, there's not that much, but BTC is the leader. We know that. Polygon is going to do well. I mean, it's even rebounding better than Bitcoin. I'm just expecting a lot of volatility until Bitcoin consolidates. So, Polygon, Celsius, Anchor, I don't know much about it, but I see it. Theta, which is, Theta Fuel and Theta Token, I think they're going to do well. And then the protocols for Ethereum, the Aves, the Makers, etc. I think those are going to stick around. Synthetics did it all right. And then Harmony won, And then once you start going above 30% dump, closer to Theta and Ethereum, everything above, like Doge, Aave, those are all right. Solana. But, looking at these coins, they held a lot better than some of the other. Have you done any Aave loans? Not really. I mean, I've used Aave, but I'm leveraging Aave. So you could go on acryptos.com and deposit, like for instance, you could, no, not acryptos. I'm going back to, let's go back to Matic, because Matic is on Aave. So you could go to like Beefy, for instance. Beefy Finance leverages Aave. So I have a small deposit of Tether on Beefy, and they are leveraging the Aave protocol and doing compounding for you. So in essence, yeah, I am doing Aave, but through Beefy. So, if you deposit Tether on Beefy, I think you get like 1 or 2%. But if you deposit that on Aave, if you deposit on Aave, you get 1 or 2%. But if you deposit that on Beefy, which uses Aave compounding, you get closer to like 20% APY. So you may want to look at that. Aave's cross-chain with Matic. But let me be honest with you too. In these times, after I saw what happened with Pancake Bunny and they got attacked for a while and they got locked up, yeah, I'm staking on these platforms and I got bags. And don't get me wrong, but I left a nice bag of just stables in my wallet, just in case one of these protocols gets attacked for a day or two, and I just need to have access to capital. And you never know. People start pulling funny bunny once the bear market hits. Look at what happened with DeFi 100. I mean, a project that we looked at one point, and I heard that they just changed their website and saying we scammed everybody or something like that. So you just got to be careful. People, once, the bull market dries up, people, the scams start coming out even harder. And people may pull funny bunny, act like something got attacked, and, who knows? There could be inside jobs. I start getting paranoid. So, not too paranoid, but, always thinking that, this is crypto, guys. This is like, running on the streets. You never know. You can't trust anybody 100%. You just always got to protect yourself. Okay? You can't, this is not headed to the bank with FDIC insurance, guys. This is not it. And if you're looking for that, please get out of the crypto space. Fit Fanatic says Reap Chain looks good. Yeah, I'm not looking at anything until, I am looking at stuff, but I'm not going to make any moves until Bitcoin consolidates. And it still hasn't. So, and I'm not in the business of trying to time the bottom. Once I see that the bottom's in and I've seen it consolidate, then I'll jump back in. No, not a problem. The bullets are whizzing by. Yeah. They are. What's crazy to me is like the newbies and the people that are like hodl, and then they bought it like at $40,000-$50,000. Those people are getting clapped. I don't know what to tell you guys if you're in that game. I mean, I'm not one of those guys, and most of the people in this box are not either. We've been around before 40,000 came around the game. If you just got into crypto at 40, 50,000, you probably should be watching a newbie channel, and they're more in pain than we are, But yeah, how about Matic's doing pretty well? Polycat is probably the one that's paying the most right now. PZAP is not that bad either. I got the links to both Polycat and PZAP in the description. There got to be someone holding the bags. Listen, you know, a lot of us here in this box were holding the bags in 2017. I held the bag. I held the BTC bag. I held all the bags from 20K to 3,000. It was a hold like no other. And a lot of people were here holding with me. But we believed and, you know, came back up. And luckily this time on the bull run, we were able to lock up some profits. On that note, guys, I think I covered all the bases. Where could BTC head to? I think that, in all honesty, this is no fun, and I don't think that, you know, that it's going to happen. But there's a possibility that Bitcoin may go back under 20,000 to above, you know, 12,000, above 10,000. I think that's like the real bottom. Like if things really hit the fan and like it really gets ugly, and you know the blood really spills, there's still a possibility we can run down to like $12,000. Now, I'm hoping that's not the case, obviously. But you got to be prepared. You got to be prepared. And I already have my ammo ready should it dip that low. I think there's more of a possibility of us, you know, maybe holding here at the mid $30,000 range, or maybe dipping again into the $20,000 range and then consolidating there, which is probably, you know, what may happen. Which is probably what may happen. I run across some folks that are wrecked as of the other day, way overextended. Yeah, there's probably a lot of those. What's your timeline prediction from here to 2022? You know, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm expecting a somewhat bearish summer. Now, how low could it go? I told you it could go down as low as 12. I'm hoping that, you know, things kind of consolidate and we trade around 30,000, let's say, you know, and then, you know, maybe it gets a little warmer as we approach the winter and in the new year. Maybe we see another bull run towards the end of the year. Listen, the more we dip and the more we consolidate, the higher we could go in the next run. Okay, so don't get too mad at this consolidation, this little pullback. In the long run, it's actually healthy for BTC. Getting out on the right time gives you more liquidity to re-enter. I know. That's why I got out or about 50% midweek last week, and the rest by the weekend. I was done. I told you guys. You know, when the shit hit the fan, I told you I already sold half the cake at $22. You know, I was done. One of my largest altcoin holdings during this bull run has been Cake, and it's done well. But, you know, it kept dropping, and, you know, I kept finding a reason to hold it because I like the passive gains, but it kept dropping more than the gains until finally you got to say, let me get the bag, and, you know, I think summer's done. Q4 should pick up. You're probably right, Tim. I think we're going to see a bearish summer, if anything, a sideways summer. I agree, champ, but this time the next bull run ain't going to take 3 years now. Institution know how the game plays. I agree with you, Anna. I don't think that we're going to be, if we enter a bear run here, I don't think it's going to be 2 years, 3 years like the last one was. This one could be maybe a year or less. You know, we may be, let's say if the bear enters the chat right now, which it seems like it may have. Okay, we don't know yet, but let's say we get bearish here and shit hits the fan and we bleed out to 12,000 over the summer and then we start bouncing back. I do think that even in that scenario, we'll rebound and we should be seeing all-time highs by next year. I'm going to be honest with you. But I won't be surprised if it dips down to 10K. Me neither. Not 10, but like right above 10. Now, if we go under 10, I mean, that could be it. But I don't think so. I don't even think that, there's a possibility we may not go into the, under 20. Now, be prepared. I mean, 29, 28 is definitely in the table. Just don't be faked out by this 37. Remember when it dropped to 30 and then it bounced right back up to 4,000. 40,000. Let me see that on the chart. That was last week. BTC against the US dollar. Okay, we were right here. The 20, that was yesterday. Let me go back here to the 1 month. You see this bounce? From here to here, it was we dropped from 45 down to, all the way down to like 31. Look at this candle. It was a real sell-off. Then it rebounded to 40,000, and that's where the resistance is. Now, you know, if we can crack this 40,000, I think we would reverse the trend. But right now, this is the top 40, and I'd be on, like, you know, we're cracking this high right now at 37, 38, but I have a doubt that we're gonna crack this high right now. You know, I think that we're gonna see it go here, and it's gonna fall closer to 30. For the short term, okay, for the short term, let me repeat that I'm mega bullish. I think that we will see all-time highs, if not this year, next year. I'm fairly convinced of that. Because the institution knows how the game plays. You're right, Anna. And on that note, I'll take a few more comments and questions, and I'm out of here. Shout out to Anna, Tim, Inventimus, Slice Keeper, Guys Life, and the rest of the boomers out there. It's always a pleasure. The champ is not going anywhere. I'm going to make sure that I'm here if things get ugly. Because you got these tubers out there and these overly optimistic people. Listen, it's cool to be of an optimist, and I can respect some of the tactics of the secrets, visualization, positive thinking, and all that cutesy wootsy stuff. But also, you got to be a realist sometimes. You know, like don't be in La La Land all the time. Don't be in a fantasy world. You got to come down to reality, and that's what it is. And I'll be continuing to keep it as real as I possibly can with you guys. And let you know. And the realness is that, you know, we're in a situation here where the knife could continue to fall. But on the other hand, I mean, if you've been rocking with the champ, we definitely are expressing our pure gratitude because we are up and have more in our bags than we did at the beginning of the year. So, I mean, kaboom to that. Stay away from the Wizards. You already know, Anna. You already know. Shout out to Manuel, Anna, Tim Payne, and the rest of the boomers. On that note, guys, I wish you a great day. Stay positive. Give gratitude. Okay? I mean, even myself, I'm like thinking, you know, I'm walking around with a little crypto depression. I'm like, man, I could have had way more. Could have, you know, I could have had this. But then you also got to stop and take inventory and be like, sheesh. I mean, we weigh more than we did at the beginning of the year, crypto-wise. And for that reason alone, you should give gratitude, guys. So, you know, most people should be up out here. If you didn't lock in some gains, then let this be a lesson. And hopefully you learn for the next round. But, yeah, is the champ a little bearish for the short term? Kind of. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. And that's cool. That's all right. You know, after a run up like no other, I'm giving gratitude. And now I'm being patient to find the entry point. Because you best believe that I don't want to hold stables for that long. I mean, I want to fire at the quality alternative coins. Keeping it real as always. You already know, Squares. Great talk. Gratitude. You know it. Give some gratitude. That's amongst one of the most important things you got to do out there. And then check the track, Pure Gratitude by Shotty, a rapper that I find to be one of the best, if you ask me. Shottie, and the song Pure Gratitude is the one we ran at the beginning of the broadcast. We're going to laugh looking back at this coming fall. I hope so. Slice, you know I'll be here. So, I mean, you know, don't think that the champ is going anywhere. I've already showed and proved. Shout out Fit Fanatic and the rest of the boomers. On that note, I'm out of here. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Stay strong. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, your favorite cryptomaniac's favorite cryptomaniac, the original blockchain boomer, Champagne Crypto. Thank you.